Hey, I'm Kev, welcome back to MotoGP 19, and now officially the halfway mark of the season. I keep killing Zach during halfway mark. It's the end of the first half of the season. Now we're into the second with the Monster Energy Grand Prix, Czech Republic, around the Automotodrome, Brno. So Antonelli at the top with a 2:12.6, just ahead of Delaporte, Mazio. We've got Minio, Albelona around out the top 5, the Vietti, McPhee. Decent in practice in 7th, ahead of Rodrigo, Suzuki and Canet down in 10th. Got Nusha for the Spaniards with Binder, Ramirez, Tuba and Foggia in the top 14. In the final 3 practice, Stone down in 18th. He's going to qualify 1 alongside his teammate Suzuki down in 19th as Kanonshu in last alongside Bufa Hemos. So with combined 3 practice results, he's still got Antonelli at the top of a 2:12.5, having scored through the rest of the field. So to get through to the top 14, need to do a 2:13.5, be a second slower. So for Stone, he's in the top 20, but 3/10 making it through on his best result. You got Fanati down in 22nd, very disappointed from the veteran. And Sanek with a 2:14.3, over 130 seconds to lap, and you're still separated by less than 2 seconds to field. Boy, is it close. So here goes Stone then for the first of 2 possible qualifying efforts in Brno. You can see just 5 minutes remaining in the session. And Fernandez with 2:13.4, putting down the gauntlet, a very quick gauntlet as well. Just like that first corner. What a fantastic first corner it is here, Brno. Long radius is always good. And quite a undulating circuit, the longest on the calendar as well. Very challenging circuits. Up in the first sector. First sector's good, last sector's alright. It's this middle sector where Stone has been losing time in practice. So Clonksy inside curb, that's lost him a 10th. Bit wide there, that's lost him another 10th maybe. That definitely has now, getting on that power. Again goes wide. Considering the mistakes, still be very close to Fernandez, that's promising. It's better than practice. Or looking better than practice did. No! Through Swant's corner. That downhill right hander always goes away from you. Went away from Stone then. It's an uphill chicane. Oh, he turned too far to the other side. But he's level. He's level with Fernandez. Now if he can nail the last couple of corners. It's penultimate corner, so tricky that left. And through the right, he should be flat, but he had to lift slightly because the rear end, the bike wasn't liking it. The 2:13.8, he's stuck in the 2:13.8. Must be sick of seeing that lap time. Saw it a number of times in free practice 3. So you can see where he really loses the time. It's that second sector. Apart from that, he's damn close everywhere else. Especially in this first sector. He's chucking the bike at the left, chucking it at the right. Bit slower, 2/10 down. He might even have to chuck in a third qualifying that pit. Remember, just top 4 make it through the qualifying 2. And he's on the bubble in 5th. So a bit wide then again. Bike tricks you getting on the power. Again, similar gap, 3/10 down. Just half a tenth slower than his previous lap. But again, that was with lots of mistakes that previous lap. This has got much less, just slower. But much tighter in the swans. As you go uphill. Hugging that left well. Much better through the right. Now up horsepower hill, and he's right there with Fernandez. Nailed that third sector. Now these last two corners a bit wide. Goes through the final corner. Towards the line. Third. It's there. Does he need another lap? He doesn't. With Fernandez, Ramirez and Kornfeld, the home hero makes it through. What a lap at the last. They pulled it back in that second set to see when he nails it. Second off the lap is glorious. It's just that second sector where he's got to improve. It's unlucky for the Japanese rider Lopez. Garcia Onchu with a decent qualifying performance for once in his K-Team ahead of Sasaki. Bernardi down there with Masaki in last, and Sanak's going to start his home race on the back row of the grid. So it is confirmed then, your top 14, along with Fernandez, Ramirez, Stone and Kornfeld. Let's see if Stone can produce a one-lap wonder. So he goes for his qualifying 2 lap then. 3 minutes remaining on the clock. No one's really set a time. What the hell? Oh, there we go. That's a 2:12.3. Just have to be a second quicker, Stone. That's all you got to improve by. And we've got Mazzy at the front. So good, the number 5. Stone chucking it into the left. He's pushing hard. He's 2/10 down, gone a bit wide for the right. Now let's see if he can reduce the damage in this second sector. Oh, that's a beautiful apex. 2 beautiful apexes. 3 decent apexes. Oh, clonks the curb there. That's the best he's done that sector all weekend on. Look at that, just lost under 4/10. The front runners in that sector. Set for a 2:12 at the moment. 7 up when he needs to. Decent line through the downhill right-hander. Now uphill. That was decent. Lost just a tenth. Just a tenth. This could be his quickest lap so far. Chucks the bike like a hell into the penultimate corner, then the final corner. Much ride on the exit then. You want to dare believe, and a 2:13 flat. That will do, Stone. That will do. As it's Mazzy at the front ahead of Canet and Antonelli, then Della Portavietti with a top 5. Great from the VR46 ride ahead of McPhee. Tuba Stone on the 3rd row. He did pull out a wonder. Not quite a wonder to beat his teammate, but as you can tell, 85,000 of a second separated them. Decent in the end. Qualifying, especially as you can see, has to get a top 20 to please the team. Then Arbolino and that third runner, Mino, Rodrigo and Binder. Kornfeld leads the 5th row in home turf ahead of Fernandez. And Fogard and Arenas, Suzuki a bit disappointing in qualifying 2 ahead of Ramirez. As they look for the tyres for the grid, lots of medium hards, hard. Stone back to the good old medium hard option as well. McPhee with hard. As you can tell, Taiwan's going to be an issue around here. Binder with hard, Arenas as well, but lots of medium hard. Suzuki just go medium. In the second half of the field, you can see the Japanese one is going for medium and Onshu as well. Sasaki with medium hards. And then the back row, Yurchenko trying to get that quicker option. The blast through the field has revving it up. Decent start, not quite. As well, riders in front going everywhere. Stone's made positions. Up to 7th. It's all onto the curb for this 9-lap race. As well, where's that rider come from? Up to 7th for Stone, and look at this run. Could get a top 6 hit. Get a slipstream off his teammate. You could get a top 5. There's Binder and Rodrigo battling behind. Oh, Stone round the outside. No grip out there, mate. It's behind Arbolino, got Binder behind. A decent start for the Petronas riders. McPhee into 4th. Oh, Stone. Front end grip. Need that. There's Onshu down early on. Bit wide from Stone. So it's that left-hander where you lose the time, it looks like then. And that left. On a power nice and early as our Rodrigo behind now. Suzuki up to 13th, battling with Kornfeld. Minu up to 8th. Down the order for the Italian. So you've seen being right in the top 5 in the thick of it. Like he is in the championship. Salak up to 21st, a good start. As well, hello Curb. Ramirez down to 25th. There's up Horsepower Hill. They're spreading out in front. As we approach the final couple corners. Cornford up to 13th. Alonso Lopez. What's he doing up there? Suzuki into the top 10 of the Binder. Antonelli down in 20th. As Masolito, Canet, Della Porta, Vietti, 2, Barbolino. Stone, where's McPhee? I thought McPhee was up there. Obviously not. We've got Rodrigo behind, battling with Mino. Stone needs to get his race boots on. He's drifting back already. So it's up the 20th ahead of Yurchenko. Already a second gap in front, but a second gap behind. He's in no man's land. He's not under pressure, Stone. You can just concentrate on the rider in front. It's all a bit wide there. That's much better through the left. He's actually keeping pace through the left. Not through the next left though. Actually kept pace with Arbolino in that sector. That's encouraging. That's very encouraging. Because that's a sector where he's losing time hand over fist. Now, you can bridge that gap. Could do very well this race. There's Sasaki into 14th ahead of Lopez. Or not. Antonelli also sniffing a point. There you go, not all over the curb, that's better. Bit of a squirrely exit though. It's now Suzuki the gain in that third sector. Go through the final couple corners. 2:13.8, 2:13.1's the fastest lap. So that time's not too bad. Under a second back. Considering most of the weekend he's been over a second back. The Stone. Very encouraging race pace form. Shame everyone's kind of spread out though. And he's really only matching the riders in front, if at all. Whoa, where's the bike going? Some Ramirez up to 18th. He's doing one of those rides through the field again. Just like he did at Le Mans. At least this race is only 9 laps. Back down to single digits. So a bit wide. Stone sloppy. It's nice having a tyre you can actually push in a race as well. It should be much more consistent for the whole of it. So wide again in the left. Bit wide for the right. Going a bit wide again for the right. Might get trouble from the riders behind soon. There's erratic riding. Got Horsepower Hill, almost 2 seconds back of Brno. Should have been more aggressive on the opening lap. Santinelli already back into the points, ahead of Lopez. Ramirez about to join him in 17th. Ahead of Rossi. There's their Porter, 2:13 flat. Stone a second quicker. And he's got Suzuki, Rodrigo, Mino behind him. Santinelli ahead of Sasaki. So he doesn't mind if you go wide as long as you pick that power up early for this straight. So deep again on Stone. Smino ahead of Suzuki behind. So Stone drifting right under the brakes. That's not good, that front sliding under braking a lot already. Maybe should have gone hard like McPhee. To push halfway mark of what's been a pretty quiet Czech Grand Prix after opening that. The Stone. I get a feeling he's going to be a bit busy in the second half. All these riders behind him. That's the best exit he's got up Horsepower Hill all race long. So below 2.5 ahead. Mino less than a second back. Spin into 10th ahead of Rodrigo. Yeah, it's up ahead of Alonso Lopez now. Just a place away from that point. There's consistent 2:13s in front. Consistent 2:14s behind. So he is actually a second off the pace. With Stone. Lots of curb there as well. Go uphill. That's all wide again for the left. Needs to use the rear brake a bit more for that left. It's the sectors where he expected to gain the first and third, where he's actually losing time this race. Oh, the second sector is one of his best this race so far. That's crazy. It's McPhee. Well, there's the answer where the Scot is. Back for 13th with Antonelli now. Must not have had a good start. Total offset of his teammate. Once again holds it in that second sector. Antonelli winning that battle though. The Italian. He's got a championship to chase. McPhee got a top 10. So a bit wide again from Stone. Just not confident on the brakes into that right hand there. Now you can hear the company. There's Mino, less than half a second back. Now Antonelli ahead of Kornfeld. Ramirez batting for the final point with Sasaki. There goes the dream of all Petronas boys in the top 3. There's McPhee battling for a single point now. So he dipped into 2.13.8 early on, but since then consistent 2.14s from Stone. No matter which way he rides a lap. 2.14.2 perhaps his slowest lap of the race so far, which is a bit worrying. But there you go, he sets up the left-hander for the first time ever in this race. It's got some flags waving to the right, left-hand side, should I say. Lots of great support here once again in the Czech Republic. It's all watch out rear. Actually building that gap behind, almost a second again now. Which is very good for Stone. Actually came a tightish line for the right-hander as well. Move up that hill. There you go, he's actually stabilised in that third sector. For like the first time all race long as well. Oh, much improved that time. 2.13.6, what a time to pull out your best lap of the race. Antonelli making some more moves. Ramirez falling through as well. Up to 13, better Kornfeld. Must be battling Stone's teammate McPhee and Sasaki for those last few points. Stone doing a good job here, clinging on to the top 6. Well, he's definitely not losing a second per lap, which is good. It seems to have found a very good race pace to maintain. Shall I say that? There's 4/10 in that second sector. Santanelli into the top 10 of Suzuki. That means we'll be with these boys soon. Watch out, Stone. Got a fast Italian behind you. I don't mean Mino. Once again, stabilised that gap in the third sector. Now he's nailing it. About damn time in this race. We've still got Mazia leading ahead of Canet, Della Porta, Vietti, Tuba, Arbolino, 2:13.8. Getting round half a second slower than the top 6. And now he's consistently getting the 2:13s, which upping the pace just when he needs to on this penultimate lap. Let's say with the threats coming behind as well. Considering, as I say, in practice, he's not really doing that well, that hot race pace rise, but I won that pace. Once again, when he's needed to, he's pulled it together. Just losing sight now of the top 6, right at the end of this race. Despite posting his best lap times of the race. Crazy how it works sometimes. Oh, he's keeping closer to him and he's doing 2:14 flats. Now he's dipped into 2:30s. Everyone's decided, yeah, we're going to all up our race pace now. But he's got a second gap behind it, extended the gap behind as Mino's battling with Antonelli. Good things for Stone. Mino battling. Antonelli battling. This means he can concentrate on his own path as he's on to the final lap. 2:13.7. He's digging those tenths out. And again, he's going to be pretty close to the lead at the end of this race. But he could actually be under 10 seconds, which would be very decent. Oh, he's half the gap in that first set to Mino. Just about to see the dots in front. Go away. It's with half a lap to go. Hello, rear tyre. Stone pushing. Once again, 10th gained. That second sector. That's the tightest he's been to that right-hand apex all race long. It's now uphill. Just a couple corners to go. Here's the swarm behind. Just need to keep it clean. 5.6 behind Brno. 7/10 ahead of Mino. Another 10th inched out. There's Anthony trying to get up to 8th. As Mazia wins. We're coming across the line in a very solid 7th place. It's Stone. So Mazia at the top after 20 minutes and 9 laps, just ahead of Canet, Della Porta. Vietti a second back, just missed out on the podium along with Tuba and Brno. There's Stone 8.7's back, so it's just less than a second per lap. He was slower. That's pretty decent. And look at as fast as that, 13.6. It's not too bad. As you can see, he's around 6/10 slower than the fastest lap of Della Porta's. Take that. And the 7th place as well. Good points earned ahead of Mino and Tonelli. We just lose out on that battle. Important points for the championship as well. Suzuki in 10th. Not that far behind, along with Binder, Rodrigo, Ramirez, Kornfeld as well, McPhee winning the battle against teammates. Sasaki by half a second. Got Lopez, Rossi, Ugaru, who ends the train from Stone in 7th, all the way down to 19th as Arenas rounds out the top 20. Yeah, Bernardi. Poor race from him. And Sanak gets 23rd. Kornfeld got points in his home race, and Kanonshu in last. So in the Riders' Championship, it's Canet by 6 points ahead of Della Porta and Antonelli dropping back in 3rd. And you've got Mazia, Mino, Suzuki, Stone in 7th, just 6 points behind the Japanese rider. 23 off Mino. He's inching closer to the top 5. You never know. And 16 points ahead of Ramirez, with Tuba up into the top 10. The Rodrigo and Brno up to 11th ahead of McPhee. Still crazy how low his points total is in my eyes, as McPhee losing that battle to his teammate Stone. Be the #1 rider, and it's like with Vietti up to 13th for his best result of the season, I believe, ahead of Binder. And then we've got Kornfeld to some good points on home turf up ahead of Sasaki now. Onshu up a point as well ahead of Lopez. It looks like there's still just 4 riders yet to score. And then in the team's championship, it's level between Simoncelli and Bosa Capital Dubai. And just 8 points back is the Leopard. Then Max Racing a bit lonely in 4th, same for Petronas as well. Spiritor 48 points back of them, but 58 points ahead of Honda Team Asia, finally ahead of Green Power. And look at VL46 coming now of a couple of players there, Snipers and Grassini. Stragalitzer in 11th. What the hell are they doing down there? As perfect in qualifying, perfect in the race for the team. And as you can see at the bottom, it's confirmed. Same for career progression, perfect once again, getting all those development points, as it forgot to save the engine upgrade. What the hell? This is what happens? Can we apply it there, or is it telling us to apply it to the frame? I'm confused. Did it actually apply the engine upgrade? It did, didn't it? No, it didn't. Okay, there we go. Maximum development of the engine reach. The engines cannot have already done their best and cannot prove the engine any further. So it did actually apply the update, did it? Don't know. Well, that's the maximum for the engine anyway. So these would be good down the straights, just like Marquez is good round the corners of Brno, ahead of Rossi, who was on the attack right from the off, but the strategy doesn't pay off in the long term. He finishes 2nd. Luti is the stronger. He fixes his setup problems and wins the Moto2 race. Well, according to rumours, Kev is interested in moving to a straight. Get out of here. Have you seen where they are in the championship? Have you seen where he is in the team now? He's the leader, heading to Austria and the Red Bull Ring. As he's got a decent run of results now, can he grab another top 10, maybe even a top 5? With that engine upgrade around the very quick Austrian circuit. Sound for watching, and find out next time.